The United Nations Security Council has held an emergency meeting over North Korea's recent test firing of an intercontinental ballistic missile. Despite U.S.-led efforts to hold Pyongyang accountable for its missile tests, no meaningful actions were seen at the talks due to the veto powers of China and Russia. Our Suk-hyen has this story.
The UN Security Council held an open meeting on Monday to discuss North Korea's latest intercontinental ballistic missile test. But the session again ended with the Council failing to reach a unified response. At the meeting, U.S. Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield said failure to take action has allowed the North to continue its provocations.
63 times this year, the DPRK has flagrantly violated Security Council resolutions and attempted to undermine the global nonproliferation regime. 63 times this year, the DPRK has shown an utter disregard for the safety and security of the region and a complete lack of respect to this council.
The U.S. ambassador stressed it was their 10th Security Council meeting of the year with no significant action taken against the regime's provocative actions, even despite 8 rounds of ICBM tests by North Korea this year. She also called out China and Russia for emboldening Pyongyang by preventing council action. South Korea's ambassador Hwang Jung-guk voiced similar concerns.
Mr. President, we have witnessed how the DPRK is fully taking advantage of the Council's inaction and divisions to build up its nuclear arsenal and promulgated its new law on nuclear weapons policy, which set the threshold for using nuclear weapons far lower than any other country.
South Korea's ambassador added that the long-time military exercises held by Seoul and Washington could never be an excuse for Pyongyang's illicit actions. Despite condemnation from most council members, China and Russia dismissed calls to hold Pyongyang accountable for its missile tests. The 2 veto-wielding members argued that the Security Council should not pressure the North and instead should play a constructive role on the issue to ease tensions. On Friday, North Korea fired a new Hwasong-17 ICBM in what analysts believe may be the first successful launch of the system. The new weapon is expected to have a range of up to 15,000 kilometers, which is far enough to hit the U.S. mainland. Seoul and Washington now say that the regime is ready for a nuclear test, which would be its first since 2017. Suk-hyen, Arirang News.